This has got to be one of the craziest weeks we have ever seen in AI. On the one hand, we've got all these companies launching some absolutely crazy models. Over from China, we had Kimi K2.6, Anthropic released Opus 4.7. Some other Chinese labs launched some new open source massive upgrades, but more importantly, we had some massive updates coming out from Perplexity with their personal computer. A massive update coming out from Claude with their Claude design, and of course a massive update from ChatGPT as they also released basically this personal computer thing, just basically replacing OpenClaw, but it's getting even crazier. Because another announcement was made today by ChatGPT that is not yet breaking the entire internet, but it very well could. Take a look at this. Introducing GPT Images 2.0, a state-of-the-art image model that can take on complex visual tasks and produce precise, immediate, usable visuals. With sharper editing, richer layouts, and thinking-level intelligence, this video was made with ChatGPT Images, and oh boy, is it good, all right? It is. I don't know what to tell you guys, but it is freaking good. So the scary part about this is if I were to use B-roll for this video, for example, right? As at this point still, you can see most of the time when it's AI generated. But that soon, very, very soon is going to change. And the way that people do movies, especially with other AI tools out there, oh, it's going to change so freaking fast. One thing a lot of people don't realize is that a movie, at the end of the day, is just, for example, 24 or 30 pictures within a second. But if they're able to generate 4K freaking pictures like this that look stunningly real, it's only a matter of time before the entire movie industry is taken over by this. And I mean, already, I think all these major movie studios are going to have to implement AI to be able to keep up with the cost. But it's not going to be too long from now. A few years, maybe not even that, until most movies are going to be mostly made of AI. Because what are you going to need real actors for when you can get it significantly cheaper online? This is going to change our world so much. And we're seeing those steps being taken right now as we speak. And the same thing goes for anime comic books and things of that sort. You don't really need to animate anymore. It's changing. Photorealism, it's coming. And the crazy thing is, many people always like to make the argument that AI can make exactly what you want. It can make a style that you insert into it, but it can't think for itself. But what if that's actually the beauty of it all? That it makes tasks for people that have this creative vision so easy while still needing some, vision itself. Even though I think that's going to change too over time. It's the style. It's the fact that it's able to do more and more things. And apparently also we got ourselves a new update in aspect ratios, a visual thought partner. It's their first image model with thinking capabilities. When a thinking model is selected in ChatGPT, Images 2.0 can search the web for real-time information, create multiple distinct images from one prompt, double-check its own outputs, and even create functional QR codes. This allows it to take on more of the heavy lifting between idea and image, especially when accuracy, up-to-date info, consistency, and visual cohesion matter most. So it's got real-world intelligence, huh? GPT 2.0 Images 2.0 has an updated knowledge cutoff of December 2025, and intelligence that allows it to expertly handle tasks end-to-end, from copywriting to analysis to design composition. So, to some sort of way, this is also yet another jab at Claude's design, right, that just came out. They want to make sure they're not left behind, and it's not the same, but ooh, something else that's interesting. People right now are speculating that OpenAI is going to be announcing a head-mounted display this year. What? So right now we've got like a 40% chance of some earbuds or headphones of sorts, a clip-on device for something, well, yeah, it's only a matter of time. Neuralink and all that sounded so far away recently, but with the last couple of updates the past couple of months, it's starting to become more and more logical. And oh damn, the videos that people are able to make with this. Ashnir said, no, it's insane. ChatGPT Images 2.0 plus CDance 2.0 is actual real AI UGC. Generate an avatar on GPT that's photorealistic, and then CDance on Higgsfield or any other AI, tool platform basically. Are you telling me this wouldn't sell a random peptide ad? In my opinion, guys, this video, if this is the AI that we're gonna have to compete with now, jeez, this is, woo. But that was only part of the crazy news that came out today. One of two parts. The second part, I really hope it's going to come out that this was an error or that it was just one party or something of that sort, because over the past couple of days, I've been making warning videos about how good Mythos is, right? Claude has this one model that's so, or Anthropic has this one model that's so extremely good that only a couple of companies have access to it. But just now it came out, apparently, that Anthropic's Mythos model, their best model yet, has just been accessed by some unauthorized users. And ladies and gentlemen, this would be very bad. As at this point, it's everywhere that this happened. It's not a joke. Australia and New Zealand central banks are monitoring the Anthropic release. Because remember, guys, why this Mythos is such a big deal is because the capabilities are so good that it basically takes a look at all the different coding people have done over time for all these different websites and is able to, well, hack a lot of it. And that is bad because, well, a lot of websites are not going to be optimized with Mythos to make their websites better, but if the attacker has Mythos, they have a very big upper hand. So Apple, Microsoft, Nvidia, a lot of companies right now, a few banks have access to this to defend their systems, to make everything more rigorous, to fight it right now on the defense side. But it's not going to take that long before the offensive side also has these AI capabilities. And perhaps that whole timeline has now been shifted significantly with this new announcement of today. By the way, guys, I post AI updates, AI news, and AI videos and how I'm using AI and AI agents, etc. on this channel every single day. If it's something you're interested in, make sure you go ahead and press that like button, or hey, perhaps even subscribe to the channel. Anthropic's Mythos model accessed by unauthorized users. CNBC Mackenzie's Sigalos joined Squawkbox's latest. All right, my ears just got absolutely blasted right there. Apparently, a handful of people allegedly gained unauthorized access to the model, adept at detecting cybersecurity vulnerabilities. The AI developer Anthropic has confirmed it is investigating this report. I like how Anthropic here is still called a U.S. startup, even though it's like a almost $1 trillion company. It's also kind of peculiar that the U.S. startup made this statement after Bloomberg reported on Wednesday, so today, that a small group of people had access to the model, which had not been released to the public because of ability to enable cyber attacks. Quote, "We're investigating a report claimed unauthorized access to Claude Mythos preview through one of our third-party vendor environments," said Anthropic. Bloomberg said a handful of users in a private online forum gained access to Mythos on the same day Anthropic said it was going to be released to a small number of companies, including Apple and Goldman Sachs, for testing purposes. Apparently, how this happened is it reported that the unnamed users got to Mythos through access that one of them had as a worker at a third-party contractor for Anthropic and by deploying methods used by cybersecurity researchers. The group has not run cybersecurity prompts on the model and is more interested in playing around with the technology rather than causing trouble, according to Bloomberg, which corroborated the claims via screenshots and a live demonstration of the model. Nonetheless, the news of the potential breach will alarm authorities who have raised concerns about Mythos' potential to wreak havoc and will raise questions about how potentially damaging technology can be kept out of the wrong hands, which definitely is going to be a very major concern over the next couple of months. And Kanishka Narayan, the UK's AI minister, I didn't know they had a UK AI minister, that's crazy, has said UK businesses should be worried about the model's ability to spot flaws in IT systems, which hackers could then act upon. And that's one thing I'm going to warn you guys about really, really cautiously here. If Mythos gets shipped to the public, you better make sure you understand that most of your passwords on these older websites will be breached. And so if you're still using the same passwords you were using 15 years ago, you're probably doomed, at least for a little bit. And all that data that you gave these websites 15, 20 years ago, it's going to be out there. Just remember. But the thing is, if everybody's data is out there, it's not that big a deal, right? But what is always a big deal is the passwords. Meaning, if you use your passwords before and you use it everywhere, and all of a sudden can hack even more of your newer stuff, that's a pretty big deal, all right? I personally believe that most people that have used the internet for a few decades have probably got some old email connected to their name, connected to their address. But if you've moved, you've switched numbers, switched emails, and you mostly don't really use your full real name everywhere, it's kind of in the past a little bit. But again, if they start binding all those puzzles together, and especially if you use the same passwords and they're able to find these newer connections to you as well, yeah, that would be pretty freaking annoying, right? So be careful of that. And the best thing you can do is just, in my opinion, two-factor authentication, realizing that this is going to happen quite soon, and make sure you change emails every now and then, and make sure you don't reuse the same password too many times. All right, but that was about it for this crazy day in AI. Just keeps getting crazier, huh? Every single day, another freaking bombshell posted. But that was about it. I'll see you guys again another crypto or AI update, whatever. I'm used to saying crypto. That's funny. Tomorrow. See you guys again in another one.